G'day all, Brotherblonde. Welcome back to my kitchen. I hope you enjoyed the last little video that we made on how I make an omelette. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Hope you enjoyed eating one if you made it. I enjoyed the little bit that my daughter let me have. And in keeping with our alphabetical theme, since we made an omelette last time, I thought this time we'd make a cup of coffee. That's not really logical, but you know me, I'm not logical to start with. So what I'd like to do is start off by saying, to me, there's no such thing as the perfect cup of coffee as a general statement. There's no such thing as a perfect cappuccino, because what's perfect for you probably isn't perfect for me. And what's perfect for me is perfect. No, it's just perfect for me. And what's perfect for Mrs. Brotherblonde is perfect for me too, because if I make it right for her, then I'm happy. You know what I mean. Happy wife, happy life, eh? All right, so I'm going to show you how I make a cappuccino, and if there are anal people out there to say, no, you've made a European one and not a Western one or not a US one, I frankly don't care. This is how I make it and how I like it. But I'm also going to show you something that was developed in either Australia or New Zealand, and to avoid trans-Tasman wars, I'm going to say it was sort of a joint cultural venture to create this one thing called a flat white. So you'll see why in a moment that I'm going to make both of these, and so you're going to get double value for money. So whatever you've paid for to watch this video, which is $0, you're going to get double that in value. So come on down and I'll show you how I do it. Now the machine I'm using is a very inexpensive little thing from Aldi. In fact, it was only about $100. So if you want to spend $1,000 on a coffee maker and think the coffee tastes better, go right ahead. Now, while that's warming up, I've got some coffee here. Now, what do I recommend is get yourself a really good quality coffee grinder, a conical spur one. This is the one that I've got. And as you can see, it has all the different adjustments depending on the type of coffee you want to make. Anyway, then I just stick it in a little Tupperware container and stick it in the fridge. Next thing, stick your coffee into the measuring cup, then into the filter bizzo. All right, that's squished down a little bit. Stick her in the machine, and when the little green light is on, which is on, we can throw our coffee cup under. Now, I like a reasonable amount of coffee, so I'm actually going to call these a muggerccino. Turn the thing on, and they recommend that it takes normally about 20 or 30 seconds rather from the time you turn it on to the time you've got about the right amount of coffee in. So thanks to the magic of editing, that's coming through already. You can see that beautiful colour coming through. And for doing what I'm doing, I fill the cup up only to about a third. And there we go. Just let the little juice. Now, have a look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This stuff here is called crema. And what a lot of people do is they make the mistake of making the coffee into a cup that they then pour into the cup they're going to drink from. And what it does, it leaves that beautiful crema on the inside of the cup that they have just poured the coffee out of. And all that beautiful flavour just gets washed down the drain. So a recommendation from me is make the coffee into the cup that you're going to drink from. That way you get that beautiful taste. Now, Mrs. Brotherblonde likes her coffee the way she likes her men. White and weak. Just like me. So I actually get 2 cups for the price of 1 here, so I'm going to bung hers in there and do the same process again. Now, some of you will go, oh, yuck, which is pretty much what I do when I make it, because it just comes out this rancid, insipid, I don't know, light, watery, brown, yucky kind of vomitous putrescence. However, she likes it, and if she likes it, then I'm happy. So once again, about a third of a cup. And you can probably see the difference there. It'll probably go out of focus as I move close, but there you go. That's nice. That's Mrs. Brotherblonde's. Now, what I said earlier is that you're going to get two for the price of one. The flat white and the cappuccino. I actually prefer a flat white to a cappuccino. So what a flat white is the third of the cup, and then the rest, milk, and basically no froth. And this little machine here doesn't have the most powerful head of steam. So what I do is pre-warm the milk, and I've already, over a bit of practice, worked out how much milk I need for both cups, bung it in the microwave for 90 seconds. So it's already fairly warm, and just pour about a third, or maybe between a third and a half a cup of milk in the thing, and then come around to the steamer nozzle. You can see there, stick it at an angle. Actually, what I want to show you, I'll just bung a bit more in there, is this particular steamer has a rubber thing on it. And what that does is, when the steam's coming out the bottom, air gets drawn in at the top, and that helps the foaming process. So you'll see in a moment that when I turn the steam on, that I actually have the nozzle, if you can see it there, just out of the milk. And that just gets a few little bubbles going. And as it starts to heat up, you'll see the milk obviously will start to rise. And then I allow that black thing to go under the surface of the milk, and then that stops the bubbles and then just keeps the heat going. Some people stick thermometers in their container. That's fine. I don't. I just do it by hand. When it gets too hot to hold, then I know it's about right. Now you can see that rising. I think you can see it rising. I've got the wrong angle. There we go. And I let it go above the, you hear the sound change. I'm just going to switch that off. There we go. I let the milk go above the level of that so it stops the foam. And yeah, there's a little bit of foam in there, but that doesn't matter too much because I'm going to make the cappuccino as well. So, where are we? There we are. Grab the cup, use the back of a spoon, pour that in, and basically just go all the way to the top. A little bit under the top because I've got too much foam and not enough milk there. Anyway, that's a flat white. Some people call it a latte. From what I understand, a latte actually has a little bit more foam than this. This is basically, I'll use my finger, look, basically got, ow, it's hot, funny that. Basically got no foam. It's mostly crema on the top. Oh, that's nice. All right, now for doing the cappuccino, I just stick the milk back in the same pot which already has some foam in it, bung it under there. This time I let it foam up a little bit more by lowering this thing as the milk rises up so that this rubber thing stays in the air and is allowed to generate more foam or froth. For some reason you have these at an angle. I don't know why, but that's what they will say to do, so I just have it at an angle. And there we go. Now, had I not preheated the milk, I'd still be back on the first load trying to heat it up, purely because this thing's not the most powerful. Now this time, I just pour the milk in. Let me do it that way around so you can see. Pour the milk in so some of the foam comes. I get the milk to about 2/3 of the way to the top of the cup, and then the rest just pour in the foam. And look at that. And I can even just finish the milk off in mine. Finish it off with some powdered chocolate. And there you have 2 cups for the price of one. A beautiful flat white and an equally beautiful, for my wife, cappuccino. So I hope you enjoyed that. I feel like such a goose doing this, but I'm not going to change the camera angles and all the lights and all that sort of stuff. I hope you enjoyed that. See you next time. Bye.
Dad, that's Mum's. It looks like you've got pigeon doo-doo on your nose.
I've got pigeon doo-doo on my nose.